I know I said it already, but it is good to see you. Just wish it were under better circumstances.
It's good to see you too, Cade. I never thought...
Hey, it's all right. I get it. This is a lot. And as much as we both want to catch up, we ain't got that kind of time yet. We gotta get out there and find Crow. I was expecting him, not you, and that ain't a good sign.
Yeah, you're right. We can save the celebrations for later. Guardian, we should... Can we talk for a minute first? Just you and me?
I'll give you two some privacy. Last I heard from the kid, he was out on patrol, called in some sort of darkness anomaly. I'll scout ahead. Catch up with me when you're ready.
So, Cade, I looked him over while you were talking. Scan says that's really him. There's a few readings I can't explain. He's made of light, like me, like the Traveler. Ghosts are guides, conduits for the light. Cade might not be able to wield his as a weapon, but if he's like me, maybe he can share the Traveler's light, like we do. I'm not sure. This is new. But look what else we've gained. I can feel it. The way the light flows through you. Freer. Harmonious with darkness. A full chromatic spectrum. I've only experienced something of this magnitude once before. When the Traveler created ghosts to raise guardians. I was born. We're going to need everyone to save it from the Witness. Cade's got a lead on Crow and Glint. Let's start there.
Feels a bit strange being back on this side of the comms, just like the good old days. Now, last transmission I got from Crow was just before you showed up.
You said he and Glint were scouting ahead.
Right. He called in some sort of anomaly, said he'd sniff around the perimeter. Personally, I prefer a little more direct approach. I ever tell you about the Hunter Vanguard before me? His name was Andal Brask. He was my mentor. Great shot. Terrible gambler. Still, we had this friendly little wager about what was inside the Traveler. I told him there's nothing. So of course Andal says, well then I'm betting on everything. Everything. Lucky guess. The inside is a composite of the outside. You're gonna see some things you recognize and some things you don't. Treat it all as real. Unless it ain't. But I can guarantee you the Shadow Legion up ahead are as real as they come.
from our vision. That can't be a coincidence. Let's follow it.
Kate, is that you?
Clint, where's the damn kid? I've been trying to raise you both on comms for hours.
Gone.
The hell do you mean, gone?
The anomaly we were investigating, it's a construct of darkness, I think. A cave mouth. It felt wrong, like it doesn't belong here. I begged him not to go inside, but you know how he is. I tried to follow, I did. That barrier, this place, the cave, it's impossible for me to push past it all.
Stay where you are. We'll find a way through.
These locks control that barrier between us and Crow.
Cade, any ideas?
Oh, I was never good at puzzles. Was always more Ikora's thing.
I think those taken scions might share a connection with that dial. other dials in the area?
Affirmative. The Guardian will handle it.
Please hurry, Guardian. Crow has no one to raise him if he falls.
Glint, this ain't your fault.
He's my Guardian. My responsibility.
And you're his. I know you want eyes on him. But you need to stay out of sight until help gets there.
make of that bird that led us to Glint?
Well, it seems pretty obvious to me. I think it's pretty obvious to you, too. The real mystery is why nobody wants to say it out loud.
I will. A traveler. It's helping us.
Mess it up, Guardian! Guardian will give us the all clear.
This must be it. Lynn's right. This feels cancerous. Like a blight. But it's different somehow. What is this? An incision. Guardian.
You were thrust into an unending life of certitude.
It's in my mind, trying to tear me apart.
Let us free you from this architect of your enslavement.
No! I did it. I fought it off. Shut it out.
No matter. Our voice will suffice.
That diorama.
It is but a facsimile, a testament to loyalty, an expression of longing. Crow. We see his heart held in talons. We hear it beat with his twin sisters still. Within the final shape, we offered a vision of our bride. Of yours. Friends, looking to him with trust. But, like you, he chose pain.
You use the darkness to exploit Crow's memories?
And the light to give them form. Don't you see how beautiful it all could be? We offered to erase Prince Uldren's stain from the Dream City, to grant Crow dominion of the Reef, the Awoken, and all the stars beyond. But he chose pain. Crow believes he is resisting temptation. As do you. That material is immaterial. Only purpose can cure his heart. And he believes his capacity for pain is that purpose. It is why he subjects himself so completely to your traveler. This belief was taught, conditioned into you. It can be unlearned.
There. Up ahead.
Stop listening to it!
I told you to wait outside. This place is... I don't know what kind of effect it's going to have on you.
I don't care. He doesn't get to make those decisions for me. We're supposed to be a team. Guardian and Ghost. That's how the Traveler made us.
I'm sorry.
Don't ever leave me behind again. Promise.
I promise. Of course he isn't. Tell me you got the drop on him at least. Well, maybe I'll get lucky this time. It's hard to describe. It's like these pockets of darkness are physical manifestations of the Witness's presence here. An infection, festering.
You said it spoke to you.
In the dark. Tempting me. The Witness knows what's in our hearts and minds. It promises to make it all real as part of the final shape. Listen, whatever the Witness is doing to the Traveler, our ghosts can feel it too. And it's spreading. Ikora would know what to do.
Well, don't worry, kid. We'll find her. Even if we have to blast our way through.
I don't think it's that simple.
Sometimes it can be. Let's just get our bearings again. Refocus.
Agreed.
What a relief to see Crow and Glint again. That cave we found him in, where the witness tried to possess me. A malignant place like that inside the Traveler feels blasphemous. That wasn't just darkness. It was reshaped by the witness, corrupted. No wonder it could project itself there. At least out here, the Traveler's light still protects us. As much as it can, anyway. My shell? Don't worry. It's not as bad as it looks. The witness barely left a crack. We'd take hits and we'd get back up again. Right, Guardian? Listen, the others spotted a location nearby that resembles the Io Cradle. Sounds like something that would be of interest to a warlock we know. That's the helm signal. Mara, we can barely hear you. I'll try to boost the connection. She can't hear us. I'll keep trying to clean up the signal.
The portal remains unstable, and your enemy has barred the way behind you.
I came across some wreckage when I was scouting earlier. Dismissed it as another anomaly until Ghost described Ikora's ship. No one was inside. So she's alive. We just have to find her.
Yeah, and that's always easier said than done.
I'm sending you some coordinates. You're on the lookout for something that resembles the cradle on Io. We'll start there.
We're not the only ones looking for Ikora.
I've already got it.
We can handle them.
Well, go right ahead. I'll be here for moral support.
Concentrated darkness.
The least we can do is put it to good use.
More of the witness's abominations. Careful, Guardian.
Up on the coordinates of that wreckage. Any sign of Ikora? Or her ghost?
Nothing yet.
why Ikora abandoned her ship. Maybe she found something.
Maybe so, but going it alone isn't worth the risk. I learned that the hard way.
Luckily, she's got the 3 sharpest hunters in the system to back her up.
Oh, yeah. And when do they get here?
That shield creates concentrated light. You can use it to power those wells. Where light rises, darkness recedes.
Sounds like you've been reading Ikora's field journals.
I always try to learn from the best.
More hive ahead. Eyes up.
Xivu Arath's followers again. Of course they'd answered the witness's call.
Well, I'm glad somebody's been paying attention. Me, I see 3 glowing green eyes. I open fire, and then apologize to Eris later.
So, using both light and dark energy is what brought down that barrier.
Mara often spoke of the balance of light and dark. We awoken were made in conflict. Our connection to darkness is as ingrained as our connection to light. Not all Guardians are awoken, but it does feel like we all share that conflict.
This is definitely Ikora's ship. Let's take a closer look.
Commander, Guardian, I hope you are both safe, and that you found Crow. I haven't been able to raise you on comm, so I cannot be certain. You know I am not one to be moved without evidence. How did you put it, Zavala? Scientific obstinance. But there is an uncanny sanctity to this place. I feel an impulse. I seek to commune with the Traveler myself. I sense if I reach out, that it will reach back. If not here, where? Find me. I'll be at the cradle. It's just how I remember it.
Stay sharp. I'm picking up a reading very similar to something Crow and I ran into shortly after we arrived.
What, another charming gunslinger with roguish good looks?
A hive ogre. But it definitely has your humility.
We've got it on the run. Crow, how did you manage to avoid it earlier?
Avoid it? Glint, how many times did you revive me? 5? 6? 12? But who's counting?
Not bad. Can't be efficient, be persistent.
creating a path forward. Guardian, I'm sensing a surge in power, in both light and dark.
Hey, when we find Ikora, if she's...
Ikora's strong. I'm sure she's fine.
Oh, that's good. Great. But not really what I'm worried about. I was gonna ask if you think she's still mad at me?
For what?
I made a promise, then I broke it. I died.
Get ready, Guardian. The Witness's forces are heading your way.
the last of them. Let's get to Ikora. We found Ikora. She's deep in meditation.
If Ikora zenned out, she might actually get some answers from the Traveler.
Thank you, Guardian. I thought that maybe here, maybe the Traveler might give me some sort of guidance, as it once did for the Speaker. I closed my eyes and I opened my heart and mind. I think I heard it screaming.
So did we, when we came through the portal.
This place.
We know.
The witness infecting the Traveler. Darkness combined with light. I wish Osiris could see it. He was always ready with a hypothesis. But here's mine. The witness brought darkness into the Traveler. Everything you see here inside it is a physical manifestation of a thought made real by the light. Your thoughts, mine, the witness's. It plans to weaponize that light, reshaping reality outside the Traveler into a perfect stillness. A great silence, never changing, never dying. Imagine your greatest triumph, or your most profound regret, immortalized as a part of a universe where nothing exists except by the witness's consent. It chooses what your eternity will be, and imprisons you safely inside it. This is its promised salvation. This is the final shape. The witness sees itself as the god it wishes the Traveler was. And although the Traveler resists the witness's corruption, it and everything we know will eventually succumb. I always warn Zavala not to put all his faith in the Traveler, to save some for the rest of us. But maybe faith in the Traveler is exactly what we need. If light is powerful enough to destroy the universe, then light is powerful enough to destroy the witness. Come back safe. So, is there anyone else with you? Not Commander Zavala, I assume. This isn't quite up to his standards.
Hey. I did my best, all right? Given the circumstances, I think Big Blue will forgive me. Will you?
No. It's too much. It's just too much. It's one thing for the witness to look in our hearts and minds, to conjure up our memories, but this...
Ikora, come on, look at me.
I see you.
I know this is hard. It's tough for me, too.
Tough? What do you know about tough?
You were always running off to play renegade, leaving me and Zavala to shoulder all the responsibility when we were supposed to be a team.
I know. I'm gonna make it up to you.
All right.
I know you like me.
Don't get ahead of yourself. You still have a lot to make up.
Well then, we better get started.
Ikora has always had a strong connection to the Traveler. I think that's why she's so confident. Why she's never needed the faith Zavala has. She hasn't sought guidance like this for a long time. But this place makes you reassess what faith means to you. Ikora said our memories reshape the landscape, like the Ascended Plane. But here it's pure. It's not a recreation, it's a reimagining. That's why the Witness is here. It wants to weaponize the Traveler and transform the universe into a fixed state based on what it believes we deserve. The Witness thinks purpose is a static idea. Its promised salvation is a perfect ending it chooses for us. That sounds more like obsession to me. You can't bottle life. You can't pin its subtleties in place. It's wild and variable, imperfect. Like the light, it shines out in all directions, shadows and all. Commander Zavala would agree. Come on, Guardian. We've got a fire team to reunite.
Scans are conclusive. Your body is a construct of light, even if you aren't able to wield it as a weapon.
Well, I guess I need my ghost to do that.
Yes, but still, this is nothing short of a miracle. A miracle that could only be made possible here, in this impossible place.
You sound like Zavala. Next you'll be saying that the Traveler brought me back for a reason.
It did.
Ikora,
Give me a better explanation then.
I don't have one. All I got is my hand cannon. No golden gun. No ghost.
Can I ask you something deeply personal?
Shoot.
What did you see when you died your final death?
No, that ain't fair.
No, it isn't.
Light. So bright it burned me all the way up, but I didn't feel any heat. Not a lick. I didn't feel anything, actually. Not with my body, because I left that back there. These anatonautes might call it being one with the Traveler, but I call it home. No pain. No fear. No Vanguard paperwork. That's heaven.
And Sundance?
She was shining there too. You want to know a secret? I miss it. Even more than I miss you.